Hello, hello, hello. We are getting set up here. Let's just make sure everything's looking right. Yeah, it looks good to me. Go to get my stream manager up and ready. Manage stream. Okay. Hopefully, we'll get somebody popping in at some point today. It'll be a shorter stream today. Gotta keep it within 2.5 hours, probably. We can stretch a little bit past, but for the most part, that's what we're shooting for. I have a lot of, I knew I was gonna stream today. I had a couple ideas for what I wanted to do today. One of which would be an art stream, because I do really need to, get a better PNG, since I'm just using the little goober in the corner right now. And as much as I love her, she's not really the main vibe of the stream I'm going for. I want to get Liz, my Sharky, back in here soon. And also get it set up with the PNG Tuber software properly, so that it's actually moving when I talk and all that. But for the time being, as mentioned before, I'm on a short schedule today, and so I figured we'll just do a couple quick runs of Casualties Unknown and see where that takes us. Casualties Unknown seems to be doing well for the channel so far. I know I have been enjoying the hell out of it, and from the amount of viewers my last stream did, set up people are as well, so I see no reason not to continue with it. So go ahead and get the start soon off. Don't need it anymore. And let's double check. Yeah, stream should be picking up audio. So let's descend. Start a new unchipped run. And I think, without further ado, let's just start another Casualties Unknown run. See where this takes us today. How many times will I die in a hole in the next 2.5 hours? That is the question. This one's lagging a little bit, oh my. You okay, game? I've never had you do this before. Okay, there we go, we're fine. Maybe? Oof, why are you lagging? I've never had Casualties Unknown lag before. What the ow. Okay. So, are you gonna... Was that just like a one-time thing? Are you gonna keep doing that? I seem to be fine physically, so... Not too many consequences to my actions. And I can get back up to my pod even, so... Or should be able to. Hold on. There we go. We'll mine this out a bit. Oh no, we're still lagging. What is up with that? What is causing me to lag? Let me check my task manager real quick. Okay, a little bit more memory than I'd like is being eaten, but yeah, Firefox is the most fast. I guess I don't need this tab open. Is that helps marginally? I don't know. Okay, we seem to be fine now. Hopefully this isn't a persistent issue. Already warm and sweating. Stick is a good thing to have. And then we're gonna want... Ooh. Crate could be good. What you got? What you got for me? Wooden sickle. That is a cutting property, I think. Yeah, cutting 20. That is, I'll take that. Shouldn't be too heavy either. It's 1.25, not light, but certainly not the heaviest thing I could be getting right now. What is this we've got right here? Okay, whatever it is slow on charge, I haven't seen this item before. So, not sure, genuinely. Come on, backpack! You know we can do it. I believe in you. Let's see. Ice pack and drugs. Not exactly what I'm going for. The thing is, I really want the ice pack, but I'm kind of running low on inventory space now. I'm gonna have to ditch some of this stuff. We need a bag. Just crafting a foliage bag on its own takes quite a bit of, fiddling around with the base inventory, though. Oh, finally! Glow plants! Where were you bastards hiding? Okay, bit of biochem. First piece of foliage. Stay away from that bastard. Rope. Canteen. Okay. Decent start, decent start. Let's get plant in my mouth. If I can actually... Ugh, the lag is continuing. Oh, shite! Okay, it's fine. We're only bleeding a little bit. We're only bleeding a little bit. It's okay. Ah! Okay, we're bleeding a lot of it now. Medical crate. Sleeping pills? Not what I'm looking for. Oh my god. I swear I'm normally better at this game. Give me the rat vines. Now. Immediately. Why are you lagging so much? I have never once had this game lag on me. Do not know what's up with this shit. I have a bad feeling that a large amount of that bleeding is internal. Yeah, that would be my suspicions correct. Eat some drugs, it'll make you feel better. I am not in a good mood, it seems. In a lot of pain. Oh, because I dislocated my fucking foot, that's what happened. That's why I'm in so much pain. I don't think the amount of blood that I'm coughing up is a good thing. That is still, that's a lot of bleeding that I'm still doing inside. I'm losing my life juice. Oh no. And we're in a bad mood. We're scared. Have brain damage, I'm noticing. Yeah, no, we're just, I think we're done here. I think. I'm gonna call this one a game, and then I'm gonna restart because I don't know why I'm lagging. So we're gonna return to main menu. We're going to quit. You're going to reopen the game. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay. Looks like lag might be fine now. I can't see shit. So that's a great start. Okay, we've actually got some glow plants to start out with, though. So, already improving. So we can get our canteen right off the bat. Start filling it with biochem. Oh. Well, that's this run done. Yeah, that's this run. That's this one. This run is very done. I'm still lagging for some reason. Oh no, that one might have just been the brain damage, actually. Yeah, we're done here. We're done here. I am not off to a great start today. I don't know what's up. I mean, the random bits of lag certainly aren't helping, but that last one I could not have blamed on lag. That was just... If anything, that was just bad luck, because that trap was covered by the hydrate. So, like, if I go back and look at the footage, you probably could have seen it, but I will give myself a pass there on it being harder than it needed to be. Probably, like, it would have been understandable why I didn't see it. I should have kept one of those plants. Oh, okay. Could have been worse. Grab some of that fruit for the road this time. Ah, shit. Accidentally filled it. Water, it's fine. Just be more cautious of that. Fill up on fruit. Looking good. Whoa, okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's fine. It's not bleeding or anything. That would never happen. Okay. Revenge there, glow fruit there. I honestly have no idea whether more glow fruit is better, but we'll put a second one on there to be safe. Oh wait, yeah, I've got a makeshift headlamp, so I don't need the extra fruit. Now we need to work towards getting a bag sooner rather than later. Already got set behind by having to use the canvas on a wrapping there, but we got a decent collection of items here. One canvas. Okay. Got pretty lucky there, all things considered. Can we get in there? I don't think so. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but we're not sick, so it's fine. If we aren't sick, then we're winning. Scrap tile means I can't actually get down there. Where's that mild pain coming from? Why is my head in pain? What did I do? Oh, was it from the landing? Maybe. Maybe. If I want to go up that way, I might actually need the chance the pad again. Yeah, I think we have better odds going this way. Bad! At last. Now what we're going to go ahead and do, start draining that, fill with more biochem. Get that stuff in there. And now, next step forward is a fire starter, probably. Rope. this way looks like it's gonna be good for us. So let's give it a go. What's that? That is just an entire container filled with wound glue. Just nothing, no dilutants or anything. That I've got to take that. I've got to take that. I'm gonna do to be safe. There's a drop pod below me, so I can make another canteen for my. So it's just 300 mils of wound glue, which is 240 antiseptic, and can also be used as, you know, wound glue. Go down here. We've got the stuff to make a rope. Hold on. Earthquake! Shaking my boots right now. Okay. Okay. Looks safe to me. That is a defibrillator with battery, only 9%, but battery is battery if I can get away with carrying it. Not to mention it's a defibrillator. Blueprint for flammable powder, at least somewhat useful. Antiseptic bottle would be more useful if I didn't already have the wound glue, but still useful. For sure. There's never a reason not to have more antiseptic in this game. Let's take some good sleep. Okay, I think this might be our run. This is getting to the point. This run should definitely be able to make it to second level. We'll see what other stuff we get as we go. See if third level is feasible. What was that? That's some Naltrex, Bent, Opium, Mind Wipe, alcohol, clean water. In a very small dose, that would be a fine mixture to use just as Mind Wipe. It would need a very small dose, though. Because we don't want more than 2 mils of Fent in there. Which would mean... No, I'd have to do some math to see what that would be, but... There's a canteen. This one's for a biochem. Canvas. Wait, we can make morphine? Where's our... Oh, yeah, because the painkillers are opiates. Wait, no, I need opium. Because that barrel has opium in it. I can craft morphine out of that barrel. Because there's clean water in it as well. Actually, yeah, there's no disadvantage to that. Let's just... just start making morphine. Now I just need a container for it. Which, honestly, let's just... Oops. But, like, I've got the materials, I think, to just make another canteen, or I would if I... Well, I do have the biochem, actually. I have it. I have everything I need. It's just... Need 2 chunks of plastic. Take that with me. Grab all this down here, make some rope. Another canteen. Canteen's filled with water right now, but we'll go ahead and empty that. Put our morphine in there. Canvas, make a couple ripped dressings into an actual dressing, into a sterilized dressing. Eat some fruit. Anything I use down there? Doesn't look like it. And let's start looking at getting our scrap metal together. Rope. Some more biochem. I can make a bruise kit if I wanted. I won't right now, because the bandage is more important at the moment, but at some point in time, that bruise kit will be worthwhile. Start digging. Let's see if we can get ourselves a knife. Because we got scrap here, there's wood over there, and I've got biochem on hand. And then I've also got some rope. And, you know, there will be a stick over with that wood, so I can honestly go straight to digging tool. Yes, wait. Catch a breath for a moment. One more good piece of scrap. Shit! I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to make the knife, not a scrap cube. Okay, it's fine. Put the cube there for now. I'll find another source of scrap soon. For now, let's get some rope, some biochem. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. I really need that knife. A cutting tool is, like, super important for basic crafting. Hold on, does this have... That's got hammering. Hammering is also useful, but not... Just not what I'm looking for right now. Okay, we have a friend. Let's go say hi to our friend. Okay. I accidentally dropped a bit of glass in there. We'll have to be careful. Okay. Hey, bud. Some nice stuff you have. That actually is some nice stuff you have. Ooh, hello. How are the casualties today? It's good to see you again, Leo. Yeah, they're going alright. I perished, like, really quickly first couple runs. This run is going better so far, but, right now we are in the predicament of a lot of things I want to take, not much storage space, and I was going to craft a knife so that I'd have a cutting tool for crafting, but accidentally turned my scrap metal into a cube. So... And unfortunately, I found a digging tool, but that's hammering, not cutting. So it's not doing what I need it to at the moment. I've got Dune here. I guess, honestly, I need to get rid of some of this stuff. If Dune has anything, I could sell for the grav bag, and that at least could temporarily solve my storage situation so I can get sorted out better. I think that might be what I want to do. So... That honestly, that'd be selling for... Okay, you know what? Take my digging tool, give me the grav bag, let me sort things out here for a second. Okay, and then with what's left, give me... Yes, let's hope. Not 100% sure if we'll get that far because this is going to be a shorter stream today, aiming for probably not longer than 2.5 hours because I've got some other stuff to do this afternoon. But I can get the lemonade jar. Yeah, give me the lemonade. Not piss. Yippee. My favorite game show, Piss or Not Piss. It's not piss today, luckily. Now, since we've got our bag situation sorted for the time being, I would like to come up this way and get some wood. 90% piss. I don't know, either you're really unlucky or I'm really lucky, because I've had a lot of lemonade jars in my time playing and did not know about the piss thing until someone told me about it yesterday. So... What's that barrel? That is a completely empty barrel. Boring. Okay, stick. Panel. Panel. Mini barrels are evil. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I haven't gotten too much lemonade in the barrels, honestly. I've seen a handful. But anytime that there is lemonade in the barrels, I very rarely am able to drink it, because I think every time I've seen lemonade in one of the barrels, it's been mixed with a lethal dose of Fent. So... I need scraps. Give me scraps. I don't need no more of your panels. Give me scraps. Oh, 99% dressing. Okay, I need to take a nap in here, but it's flooded, so I'm gonna have to drain it. Fent is great, but as we learned yesterday, it does need to be dosed. As we also, or as I learned yesterday at least, the dose is a lot less than I thought. Fenta. That's glorious. I could go for some Fent-flavored soda. A blueprint for wood panels. That is... It's a zero intelligence crafting recipe. That is quite literally useless. Look at a trowel, though. Honestly, what we'll probably do, let's take a nap, and I think we'll take the shovel back down to the dune, sell it to him, buy his ice pack, and probably buy him out of his food supply as well. And then we'll continue on. That piece of glass fell somewhere into the abyss. I don't trust that, really. Okay, I think we're fine. My headlamp is gone now, so we're traveling down here based on vibes, but my vibes are immaculate, apparently. Hello, Dune. Old friend. So, take the shovel. That's all the value I can get from him. And it will be enough to get the ice pack and the dog food. So let's sort out a little bit here. I think that's the best we're gonna get in terms of inventory space for the time being. We need another bag as soon as possible. Oh, I can make a fire starter though, so let's do that. That'll free up a little bit of space. Or at least mean that we have a fire starter. And then, let's see, can I... Material pouch is a little bit out. Oh, and also I need cutting in order, because I need strength. Okay, so we'll get to that later. For now, if I dig a little bit here, we can get through, I think. Ooh, that's all we need to start getting scrap metal. Oops, I don't want to be placing it. Okay. Oop, water shoved us through the hole. And that's more water. And this hole is entirely closed off, so we're just gonna kind of slowly drown here in an ever-expanding pool filled by a geyser. This is wonderful. It's my favorite part of cave diving. We are stuck in a hole. And can't see. I guess there's soil here. Let's keep digging down. Hold on, it's draining, I think. Okay, we found an exit. Wait for it to drain. Feel a little cold. A little cold right now. That's okay. A little cold ain't never hurt nobody. A little tired. That's okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Bad! Bad! Earth's shaking! Earth's shaking! Why is Earth shaking? Question. Okay. Drink a bit of lemonade. We got another little rest spot here, and another friend. I can sell them their own defibrillator. And they've got a pump in their house, which is also nice, because it means that I can... break that glass, and it'll drain the water on its own. Now that water did also shove a bit of glass into the containers. Let's be careful there. Greetings. You look. Do I look? I do look very chipper, don't I? I'm in a fantastic mood. I'm going to take your defibrillator. I'm going to sell it. Oh, right there. Yeah, it's not actually worth anything if it doesn't have a battery. Never mind. You can keep it then. I don't. I've already got one. Mine's cooler. It's got 9% battery in it. Do you have anything good? Pistol and a mag for it. Sell 2 doses of antibiotics, water jug, suture, proper LRD, makeshift, bottle. You got some cool shit. Some shit that I might want even, but nothing that, given my current situation, would be worth the price. So let's nibble my dog food a little bit. Drink some lemonade. Lemonade. We can fatten ourselves a little bit on this animal flesh. Tree... Wait, seriously? Is that geotrees that are only giving me 1 foliage? What is this shit? This is bullshit, that's what I say. Okay. I think I already have... Yeah, I've got plenty of rope. We need canvas. So... means... a little bit more... exploring to be done here. No, water, don't drift me away. I want whatever's in here. Antiseptic bottle. What? I've already got one of those. Why am I getting so much antiseptic? This is not a thing that you normally have in abundance. But today I do, apparently. Canvas. Geofruit. 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 Nom 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 nom. Hydrate, please give me more than 1. You will not give me more than 1. Screw you. Die. I mean, I guess I kind of already killed you by ripping you out of the ground. But you get the idea. Okay, goody. We can make a new foliage bag. Proper shit in there. XP friend. Hey, bud. How's it going? And he likes me too! And I succeeded the haggling roll. And he accepted a hug. I love this guy. This guy's awesome. Oh, and he's selling a liquid pouch for hella cheap. And a red blood bag. Dude, you're awesome. I love you. I love you so much. What you can have my... You know what? Screw it. Take my canteen full of wound glue. That should get me pretty much all the shit off of you that I need. Because we can start with that liquid pouch. Red blood bag is always worth having. I'll take... Advanced synthetic protective pouch that can hold various tools, weapons, medical gear, also protects your torso. Are trauma rigs good? Like, do they have good carry capacity? Or encumbrance reduction? I mean, it's expensive as hell compared to his other things, so I imagine it's good. Yeah, you know what? I'll get the best thing in the game. Okay. Makes sense. I will buy the trauma rig, and with that last 5, do I want tweezers or do I want a burger for the road? We will take... I've got plenty of food for now. I'll take the tweezers. There's our trauma rig. Oh, fuck. The trauma rig won't fit over the liquid pouch. Shit. Okay, well this isn't... I guess it's still, like, just 1,000 milliliters of liquid. That's still fine, even if I can't wear it. And I guess I'll put my biochem in it. For now, at least. And I need to be much smarter in order to actually read the details, so we'll just, oh, well, I can tell it's got 6 units of maximum storage. I can tell that much from this up here. Need to be smarter in order to tell what its encumbrance reduction is and all that, but... can assume it's probably decent. Throw that defibrillator in there. Painkiller, antiseptic, ripped bandage, Geiger counter. I was able to free up a lot of space by doing that. Okay, let's see how much we can shift over to that one there. And we'll get the blood bag in there. Canteen in the grav bag. And that foliage bag I would like to turn into a foliage backpack. Well, except, no, that's gonna be middle back, so I can't make a backpack. That's fine. That's fine. Trauma rig is doing its job supporting my weight, so don't need a backpack. Not get too, too overzealous here. Too greedy. And honestly, since I have the new storage container for my biochem, which means I've got an empty canteen, and with nothing else I need to fill it with, groundwater seems like a good choice. Yeah, canvas, I think, is the next natural decision. And we're a little eepy, so before we leave, let's take a sleep. Okay, between the fact that I got my ice pack, tons of liquid storage, some tweezers, I'm decent enough. I've got the red blood bags, so we can get lots of shit from those little bits. I've got a Geiger counter on hand, lots of antiseptic, painkillers, bandages, plenty of storage space, the trauma rig. This is shaping up to be, like, as long as I don't make any run-ending mistakes, this could be a hella nice run. Let's see, we got some blob flesh in there. More biochem. Let's see, we got some wood here, some water there. So... there's no such thing as a jinx. I exist here for you to watch me... eat my words, okay? That's the funny part. The funny part, if I say that it can't go wrong and then something goes wrong, I can turn it into a clip later. That's what matters. I'm going to fill the lemonade jar. My XP will be fine, okay? Nothing bad happens to XPs down here. It's unheard of. I legit still want to do that so bad. Like, it is hard on the bucket list. Where did I put my lemonade jar? Oh, how did it end up here? Okay. Full lemonade jar. Then let's fill up what's left in the canteen. Take a little sippy. Oh shit, I don't have a cutting tool. That's a problem. Nice. This campfire would have been the perfect situation for me if I had a cutting tool. There's some scrap here. Let's see if I can pull together enough for... because I've got that wood there that I can turn into a wood cube. I've got plenty of biochem on me. I've got extra rope on me as well. I just need to get a 90% quality piece of scrap metal and I'll be set. You know, honestly, I didn't check. I probably should have. I think I would have noticed if you had a cutting tool on you, but... yeah, no, you got a shovel, which is hammering, if I remember correctly. I will be so upset if my fire dies by the time I'm able to put together a piece of scrap metal here. Okay, there's a bit of scrap here. Some scrap there. Getting so unlucky with scrap right now. What the hell? No! No, the lumen algae! It's infecting my water. Ooh, I can make produce juice. Yum yum. What do I want to keep my produce juice in? I can... Yeah, the canteen isn't full of water, it's got a bit of space. So we can... fill the water canteen with a bit of juice. Take a sip out of the canteen. Fill the rest up. Oh no, not again! I did haggle with this guy already. He loves me. I mean, can he haggle more? Oh, hold on. Yeah, just keep going. Okay. I didn't realize I could do that more than once. And I think all that haggling ended him in an even better mood towards me than he was before. This guy fucking loves me. He's my boyfriend. How's that fire looking? 55%. We've still got time to figure this metal situation out. I wanna... There could be more metal down this way, but it could also be an endless pit that I never climb back up from. The caves are lonely. Yeah. I could just spend like 30 minutes scratching at a steel tile until I get the metal I want. Ooh, hold on. Yes! A trap sitting atop some gravel is prime for a bit of tomfoolery. Oh! Okay, that one was on me. I did break the trap, though. And if I can find the piece of metal I dropped... oh, and we can also take the meat from these lead bushes back with us. Then... Come on. Really? My scrap, it's gone. I dropped it. I don't... Look, I'm fine. It's not like I was mortally injured. I have a bit of a headache, and I got the metal I wanted. Oh, and there's a little bit of scrap at the bottom of the pool here. I think that's just enough. Yes! 94% metal. Now all I need is a wood cube. So now we've just gotta... Scraps! Yum yum. Yes! I am so brilliant. And see, this is what I love about Unchipped. If I wasn't playing Unchipped, there is no way I would have had time to do this whole charade without risking blowing up. Come on, I just want scrap. What is with all these panels and sticks? On any other day, I would love sticks, but I need scrap. Gimme, 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 gimme. I have a kniffy. Make soup. Make so much soup. And I grab that. And oh no, fire gone. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we go here. Fire back. And need more water to make more soup. So what am I gonna fill with soup? You know, honestly, I'm going to make a different container for biochem. I'm going to fill the liquid pouch with soup. It's my soup pouch now. So I'm going to fill the canteen. Oh, it's dirty water. Okay. Really? Really? You got 400 milliliters of dirty water out of that. Okay. Maybe I can cook you off in the soup. I do not have enough liquid for soup. I need more water. You know what, honestly, this one... I'll miss the produce juice a little bit. But I think it is most efficient for me to just empty that and try to go fill this back up fully with good water. Now we can make more soup, more fat. I have too much soup for the liquid pouch. It is always a good day when you have too much soup. I'll just go ahead and drink that stuff. Drink that water. Go fill the canteen back up. Using that entire pool of water. That was like a decently sized pool of water when we got here. Okay, fill the canteen up one more time. Fill it up with clean water, please. There we go. And just like that, eat with our dog food. Let's just finish off that can while we're here. Take our sticks with us. We can take a lot of this stuff with us. Hold on. Infection. Painful infection. Where did you come from? It's okay. We're in a really good position. I haven't even used the shower yet. I have a shower in here that I haven't even touched yet. We're fine. I don't know how I didn't notice this infection happening, but we'll just spray with antiseptic on that to be safe as well. We're well fed. Like, we're well fed. Got plenty of water. In a comfortable, temperate location. Just took a shower. The infection will be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I pinky promise. Do I want to wait here a little bit to just let that infection die down a little bit before I go get myself dirty again? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. It's probably fine. Ooh, actually, while we are here, digging tool, we just need biochem for that. Right, I need my new biochem container. I've got a bit of a rope on hand. Yeah, let me get... some more plastic from you while I'm here. Okay, it's time. Actually, I keep saying actually. I'll say actually 1,000,001 times. Okay. Got a bit of light. Get our biochem, some rope, get another canteen where we can put our biochem. We can make some soap, because we still got that fat on hand. We still got that fat, so we can make soap. Where would I keep the soap? I suppose there is not much harm in mixing the soap with my biochem. It'd probably be fine. We'll just hold on to the materials for the soap for now. Probably be good. I want that geotree, but I don't want to lose the torch. So here's the plan. Torch, you stay there. You can come here. I want the rope. I want to make a makeshift digging tool. Lovely. I want to eat the geofruit. Want to break that glow plant. Make more biochem. Make another rope. Biochem and canteen. Back over this way. Torch back in hand. Alright. More biochem. Good foliage for the road. Let's get started on a material pouch is pretty important. For that we need string and nails. We can make that because we have a cutting tool now! We've got nails. Yum, yum, yum. And now... what is it? 2 rope you need for string? Yeah. Ah, but what do we have over here? That was a close one. I almost put my torch out. Okay, make some rope, make some string. Now I just need a bit more rope. The hydride should cover that. Bit of rope. Material pouch. That's just a gun! We have a gun! And claws. Okay. See, I'm in a bit of an iffy situation here, in the fact that I have a gun. I want to keep the gun, but it's weighing me down a little bit. See if we can't organize a tad here. Grab bags at 49%. Should be cautious there. It's actually everything that can go into the material pouch should go into the material pouch. Which actually isn't a lot. I need more materials, evidently. Here, I just hold the makeshift digging tool. Actually, if I ditch the rat vine... There we go. There's always a solution. What is that? That is just straight saline. Can I drink that? It's got water quality. I could take it just for that. Can you drink? Is drinking saline fine? Saline is salty water. Yeah, that's what I assumed, which is why I'm questioning whether drinking it straight is fine, because... Is it going to be more or less hydrating than just straight water? It's not great. Okay. It does have water quality for crafting, though, so... I can probably... Same. Then... You know what? Let's just dilute my morphine with it. That'll be fine. Gives slightly more hydration than clean water. Okay. In that case, if it gives slightly more hydration than clean water, I'm going back up and I am emptying my water canteen because it's also the same for crafting. So if I can have just an entire canteen of... Oh, sickness and lowers mood. Well, I've already emptied the canteen, so screw it, we're committed. Saline, I think, is probably also... I think it's used in crafting for something, I want to say. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen that somewhere. I should make a syringe soon, probably, actually, for all that, antiseptic and stuff. Ooh, I can make relief cream. If I get some flammable powder. Oh shit, the infection's back up. Wasn't paying attention. I gotta remember to apply this regularly. Okay. Put the antiseptic back in the trauma rig just because I don't want to accidentally drop it. Would be bad. Oh, shit. Torch. Okay. You know what? Wait, is my fire starter gone? No, I still got the fire starter. Where'd all my wood go? I mean, it's not that big a deal, because we got plenty of wood here, but... I thought I grabbed a ton of it before leaving. Whatever. Just, fire here, and then I want to make... Let's see, prepare the torch, then make a new fire starter. I just need 2 sticks to do that, so we're gonna dig up this wood. 1 stick. It's not 2 sticks. A little warm, but you know, we have that, yeah, we have the ice pack. We're gonna just use that. We'll be fine. Lots of scraps. A stick. There's our other stick. Give me my fire starter. Put her away. Let's shove all this stuff in the material pouch. Never know when it'll come in handy. Next on the list is probably a belt, honestly. It's just gonna be rope and string. Rope and string. So, real quick, let's grab a bit more fat, since we got the lead bush here. I'll come back for the metal. Ow. Not the intention. Ooh. I'm actually glad I fell down in here, though. Ceiling right. We got the fire going on just upstairs, so we can grab a bit of flour and bring some bread with us. Oh, yeesh. Don't fall more, please. Fall less. Okay. I just take a breath. Ditch some of the flesh, maybe. That was just enough. Okay, beautiful. Remember the antiseptic before it gets painful again. Let it go down. And then... about to go to bed anyway, this thing's about to spoil, so yeah, let's just take the nap tail to keep us in a good mood. Oh no. Okay, grab the torch. Don't grab the shit. I want the flour, not the shit. Okay, let's get the infection back down. And see if we can't make it back up to our fire. Yes, just barely. Got some bread. Yum yum. Let's have some of our soup. Oh, right, dang it. I always forget about that. Liquid pouches suck for storing soup because you can't drink directly out of it. This is mostly dirty water. It does not have much lemonade in it, so we are going to just empty it. It is going to be the new soup container of legend. And I'll just dump my... Is it just me, or was there more saline in there before? I thought I filled that thing with saline. Why is there so little? Oop, Popul's funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Let's keep up on that. I've got the antiseptic to spare. How are bags looking? You've got 7 minutes, you've got 14, so we need new bags. If I could just turn one of them into a... sling bag. I just need some more rope. So let's, while we're here, repair torch. And let's get going. Just woke up from a good nap. Everything else is looking as good as it can. Got stuff on us. Oh, made it to the left side of the map, apparently. Soothing crystal. That was a... That's good for one of these medical things, isn't it? Painkillers is relief crystal. That's digestion. Soothing crystal for antidepressants. Yes, please. Hold on. Okay. Hold on to that. We just need to find some stone fruit to make flammable powder before that decays. Speak of the devil. Hello. Okay. A bit of flammable powder. With that, we can make 200 milliliters of antidepressant. Lovely. We will never be sad again. That is how that works. Yeah, we're about to empty that liquid pouch, so what we'll just do, we'll move the last of the soup into there. We'll put the antidepressants in the liquid pouch. That's a temporary solution, since it's not a very good place to have them. But until I can get a better container for them, they'll work fine there. Honestly, what I could probably do, if I put the morphine in the liquid pouch, I can use the liquid pouch to dose my morphine into syringes. So then I can just carry one syringe that I refill with morphine from the pouch as I need it. And then this container could hold the antidepressants until I find a good bottle I can refill or something. I think that sounds like a plan. Oh, you know what? That scrap metal I just picked up is reminding me that I forgot to go back for my scrap metal. Okay. What we got in here? Literally useless blueprint, but I'll take the intelligence. And we've got some more bottles to mess around with here. So first of all, apple juice is yummy. We love apple juice. Soda's also pretty good. We'll fill up there real quick. We may as well. I'm a little queasy. Drank maybe a little more soda than I should have, but that's fine. So now we're going to empty that bottle here. We are going to put... Okay. Here's the game plan. We're going to put our antidepressants in that bottle. We are then going to put our morphine in the pouch. Remove the antidepressants into the canteen. Okay, we got our little juggle there done. Carry the bottle with us just because bottles are good. I will drink a little more apple juice. Pour the rest of my apple juice into the soda bottle. Bring the empty carton in the material pouch, so I have an extra container for liquid juggling. Okay. Apple juice is too much for the bag right now. So let's put our bread in there. And if I put the bread in there, then it fits the grab bag. Now, grab bag's down to 24%. So we want to pay attention to that. And we're also 6 minutes on that foliage bag, so we're going to want to get to fixing it up soon. But I say, we slept pretty recently, so I don't think we're going to need to take another nap, but we can... Oh, that's a barrel filled with tree sap! Yummer yummers! Okay, let's actually fill up on that a little bit. You can go satiated on tree sap. This oxygen crystal. What's that? Antibiotics, antidepressants, and anti-rad. Oof. That's a mixture that could actually be pretty useful if I knew the dosages on all of those better. Wait, you can work out without getting winded? Oh, hold on. I didn't know. Whenever I thought about the oxygen crystal, I always, imagined, yeah, you can breathe underwater. That's cool. I never thought about it stopping exhaustion. Okay, let's do this then. Hold it on our body. And then, yeah, let's just... What would be the best exercise to do? Plank just does everything at half rate, so I guess that'd probably be best bang for buck. Ooh, let's, make it not so warm in here. Cold, actually. Let's make it cold. Okay, well now it's too cold. To manage our temperature now. It's the only thing stopping us. Oh, and right, we're gonna have to go to sleep before we get tired of planking. Okay. Nap time then. This is awesome. I would have been grabbing oxygen crystals like this before if I knew it just stopped you from being exhausted. I just assumed it'd let you breathe underwater. Look, we've still got a third of this thing left. Let's drink from the soup. Oh shit, it is running our grav bag though. Hold on. I didn't think about that. Yeah, because the other stuff's not gonna go down because it only goes down moving. The grav bag's gonna go down just over time though. Hold on. I need to organize this, because we cannot be holding onto that grav bag much longer. Let's drink some appy juice. Eat our bread. I could pull the gravity out. I could pull the battery out. That's true. If I had a wrench, which I don't. So for now, I just need to get shit out of it until I do have a wrench. Wait, digging tool work? Oh. Leo, you're awesome. You're amazing. I've learned so many things being around you. I don't even know where I put the battery. Went into the bag. All right. Well, I'm now slightly encumbered, but if anything, that's just gonna make the strength gain better. So, yeah, that solves all of my problems. Let's get back to planking. Oh, earthquakes. How dare the world falling apart interrupt my gains? Let's drink more apple juice. Oh, I'm exhausted now. Oxygen crystal's gone. Okay. Where is my soup jar? Partake of the soup jar. Okay. Well, I can't see exactly what level I am because, you know, all that. But, let's see, I've got my encumbrance limit up to 12 units. Even without the grav bag, I'm only 20% encumbered, which, considering the amount of liquids and stuff I'm holding on me, is not bad. So, let's continue then. Alright, actually, yeah, while we're here, let's fill myself up on tree sap. I'm in such a good mood. You can never have enough tree sap. Just sitting here drinking this entire barrel. And tree sap should be fine to mix with my soup. We're gonna get sweetened soup. Yum. Glow plant. Okay. And if I can get one more rope before this bag decays, then I can turn it into a sling. Which actually, I think I will be able to wear with the trauma rig. I might be wrong, but I think the trauma rig takes up back front. And I think the sling bag will take up back. I think. Me thinks. I could be wrong. We will find out. Okay, we're gonna go down, down, down. Okay, let's try to break through here. Ooh, I got a Milky to say hi to. Hello, friend. Gonna break through to ya. Medium battery at 89%. Would you look at that? We're back in business. Oh, and the Milky's in a good mood with me. Okay. Got lucky on haggling there. Buy some shit for you for cheap. I have a rifle, so rifle mag wouldn't be a bad idea. But given that I don't have the ammo for it, the rifle mag's 20. If I buy the shotgun and some ammo for the shotgun, that would total to 26. So, honestly, I think it might be worth it to just sell the rifle in exchange for a shotgun and ammo. Considering that I don't know... How hard is it to make 5.56? I need one more intelligence. And just casing and flammable powder. Actually, that's not super expensive, and I imagine a rifle is probably better than a shotgun. Maybe, I don't know, actually. I would not know this. Leo, I call upon you for guidance once more. Oh, great heavens above, tell me. Is the shotgun or the rifle a better idea? Oh, fuck, they sell titanium sheet as well? For only 2 as well. Yeah, give me that. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean, no? Oh, because I don't have money. That's why. Just this. It just says rifle, stockless, fully automatic. Might jam when wet or in low condition. The rifle's better. Okay, then what can I sell to you? What would you like? I could sell my antidepressants, but I've grown so attached to them. Let's see, the antidepressants would give me 24. What would 24 get me? 24 would get me the rifle mag, the titanium sheet, and if I could walk away with the cleaver, that would also be nice. Doing so would need me to get another 4 in value out of him, which I could get if I sell... Don't actually have much. I guess I could sell the defibrillator. Oh, that'd only get me 3. If I sell the defibrillator and the almost dead battery, I'd be able to get the cleaver. Okay. Okay. Okay, girly pop. Take my antidepressants. Give me the rifle mag, titanium sheet. The rifle mag comes with bullets! This is a worthwhile choice. You can have my antidepressants. I don't care. My rifle is loaded. Hell yeah. "24 shots in that thing. Yum yum." Now here, let's take a nap with you. Maybe that'll... She has a gun! Okay. Earthquake interrupted my nap. That's fine. It happens. No, it's funny. I could have... With the antidepressants I sold them, I could have gotten another bottle of antidepressants. Here, I'm going to give them the almost dead battery and the automated defibrillator. Gives me just enough to grab a cleaver from you. That can fit in the trauma rig. This defibrillator can also come with me. Doesn't have a battery, but I get a battery, or I could trade out the battery from the grab bag if I need to. More epi juice. Titanium sheet can go in the material pouch. If I can get lucky enough to find a second vendor selling a titanium sheet, then I just need to level my intelligence and I can get an earlier titanium machete, and that would be cool. Oh, I could use the titanium sheet to make a plastic dressing instead. I don't think that would be... I don't think that'd be worth it. I'm gonna hold on to the sheet. But yeah, if I just grind my intelligence a bit, I can have a titanium machete before level 4 even, honestly, if I can get lucky enough to find a second sheet. Let's take a shower just to make sure we're at our peak. And then... where's my torch? There's my torch. I'm going to just... gonna walk over here. Start a fire. Repair torch. Fill happy juice bottle with water. So much water. And that fits in the grab bag that'll negate the weight of a full 900 milliliters of water and 100 milliliters of apple juice. We are in a good spot right now. Now, that will be a problem when the grab bag gets low on battery, but in that situation, if I need to, I can just dump a bit of water. For now, having the water is better than not having it. Take the EPDA with us in case we find something with a small battery in it. Ooh, animal corpse and hydrate down there. Let's get digging. Wait, where's my... I left my torch up there. Hold on. Okay, give me my torch. Just pop it off real quick. Now we can go down. Carry the numberry with us. Can actually take that animal flesh. Back up to the fire. Soup! More soup. You can never have enough soup. We'll actually go ahead and put the rest of that soup in the appy juice carton. Ooh, only 2 minutes left on that. Hold on. We need to get our sling bag quick. Can I can make a rope. I can do it. What's done? We're doing it. We're doing it. Drop those for just a second. Sling bag. We can wear the sling bag. Yes! Okay, so that's got another 15 minutes on it now. And better encumbrance reduction. I'm gonna just carry our soup carton there. Actually, what I'll do, I'll put the jar here because that's already full, so it won't get contaminated. And put soup in the bag. Put the soup in the bag. Oh, are we at the bottom here? We made it to the bottom. Hell yeah. Let's make the best use we can of some of the plant life hanging out here before we depart this level. Fill up on geofruit. We fit in a blob flesh with us. That foliage bag can carry a little. Okay. We're in good condition. Now, I'm gonna save an exit. As I mentioned before, this stream's gonna be about 2.5 hours today, which means I do not trust myself to have enough time to do the next level. If I do try to do it, I'll probably be rushing through it, and I don't want to do that because I'm going to end up screwing up if I rush through it. So, I don't want to end stream just yet. Because, hello sir, my cat. Here, actually, Selfie, do you want to say hi to the stream? Go on, say hi. Say hi. You hear him? Aww. Little creature. He muted the mic. I guess he's shy. Okay. You have a good day too, Leo. You feel free to leave whenever. This is the Casualties Unknown portion of the stream is done. But I'm gonna close the game up. And we're gonna find something else just simple to screw around with for the last, like, 30 minutes of the stream. So, let's go ahead and I'm gonna look at my Steam library. I got anything simple that I haven't touched in a little bit? You know what? Let's just pull up. Do I have... I'd have to download that. Excuse me for a moment here. I've got to have something we can do. Me and whoever else is watching. I see one other person here. You know what, let's just... I'm gonna throw Krita open. We'll just do some quick sketches. And I'll switch the stream title over to, finishing the day with some sketching. And we'll switch the category to just chatting. Done. Okay. So let's go ahead and create. Okay. So pull my pen out, dust this off. It's been a day or two since I mess around with the drawing. So let me think while I'm messing around here if there's anything we could talk about, anything interesting. Topics are always appreciated, but I'll try to come up with something. It's kind of my job after all here. Is to make the talking points. Well, I don't know. I guess life has been interesting recently. Like just outside of stream, just living normally. Been busy with work, playing a lot of VR chat lately. I'm considering whether I want to start streaming. The only question, or start streaming on VR chat specifically. The question there I would have if I start streaming on VR chat is what I do. Because the best VR chat streamers, in my mind, are the people who just rant about stuff, who just talk. But in order to get that much conversation, you kind of need people to feed off of. You can only talk on your own for so long before things start getting a little tired. Like, it's a lot of energy to talk to people who aren't responding. Which I'm sure is something that a lot of streamers deal with constantly, and like I feel for them. Feel for them, I really do. But the point is, in order to have someone to feed off of, there are two options for that really. Is have a guest, have a co-star, even. Get a friend who'd want to stream with me and be good with doing Twitch content and all of that. Or just have a Twitch chat large enough that I can feed off of them. I am not anywhere near that second category. I'm very grateful for the people who have stopped by. And, like, I love to death anyone who has the patience to sit through my streams. But I just simply don't have the audience necessary to feed off, like, a good few hours stream content in VR chat of just talking. So I'd have to go with the co-star thing. And that is a fully viable option. Like, I don't have a problem with doing that. I just need to find a friend who would be interested, and not only be interested, but whom I vibe with enough. Like, we've got to have good enough chemistry that watching us is actually interesting. Because, like, I've got a ton of friends who I could probably convince to get on stream with me for a couple hours. But they are the kinds of people who I don't have a ton of meaningful conversations with, or even the people I do have conversations with, we usually have conversations that heavily feed off of a style of conversation that I'm not sure would be entirely Twitch appropriate. I'm sure I could adapt. I'm sure we could adapt. And this is something I've been thinking about talking to this friend about more a lot recently. But um, I don't know. We'll see if we can get that to work. Um, this is trying to draw Liz here a little bit. It's going all right. I mean, considering that I sketched how quickly I sketched this thing out, I would call this a decent drawing so far. Yeah, I don't know. But anywho, I digress. What I was talking about originally before I got onto the streaming tangent is I've been doing a lot of VR chat lately. Just hanging out with friends. It's kind of been my, like, social, like, my end of the day thing. Like, you know, you go to work, you get home from work, and then you need something to wind down before your next day, because you just know that if you don't wind down a little bit, the next day is going to be even miserable than this one was. Or even more miserable, I may say. And VR chat's kind of been that thing for me lately, that winding down. It's where most of my social life is. Like, I've got a lot of friends on there. Got pretty much jack to do in my town, so VR chat is where everything is for me. But, I don't know. It's just like, it's fun. VR chat is great, and as someone who has spent as much of their life on that game as I have, and whose, like, entire social life depends on it, I will always attest to VR chat being a great game that has a lot of positives. It's got plenty of negatives, of course. Community's not great in all the parts, but there are also some parts of the community that are fantastic. Those are the parts that I vibe with. But still, it gets tiring after a point, and also eats into my mental health. Because, like, at some point, it becomes less of a, okay, this is how I'm winding down when I have nothing else to do, and it becomes more of a just shirking everything aside to try and get to it as fast as possible, because I want to relieve stress. And maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I've got a problem there that I need to address. But regardless of whether that's a me problem or whether that's a thing that a lot of people are dealing with, it is a problem I've noticed that I need to address. I need to spend a little bit less time on there and a little bit more time bettering myself, you know, engaging in my hobbies, advancing in the world, as it were. Like, I don't want to sound too pretentious or anything, but I do want to be a better person, and I want to get myself into a position where I can be happy in life. I want to make enough money that I don't have to choose between like a good sandwich and some new conditioner, or God forbid choose between food and my own HRT, which is a thing that, like, it's not that bad. I exaggerate it a little bit because I am someone who is lucky enough to still be in the protectorate of her parents. So, like, while I do generally pay for my own food, it's not like I'm ever in a situation where I'm choosing between medicine and starving, because I know that if I am in a situation where I can't afford my own food, my mom will make food. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's still not a great feeling to be that dependent on them still. Especially considering that they're people I don't really want to depend on. But at the end of the day, I have that security, and I acknowledge that that's more than a lot of people have. So I don't want to get on my high horse too much and talk about how hard the times are when I'm still living with my mom. But even then, I've looked around enough. I know what my paycheck is. I compare it to what my life would be if I wasn't here. I compare it to what options I have to leave here. I've looked at housing prices. I've tried to get out of here a couple times, still working on it. But it's just like, the times are hard. I know this is something that everyone has said. I'm like rehashing a statement that's been made a million and one times, like, oh yeah, the economy's shit right now, what else is new? But my point at the end of the day is, I guess, that I want to be able to advance myself to a point where I'm not dealing with that. I got a little off track. I gotta remember where I started here. I want to advance myself. I want to take care of myself mentally, physically, and in my career. And in order to do that, I've needed to take a little bit of time to myself. Something that I have issue doing. Work-life balance, not the best thing for me. Work-life balance isn't great. God forbid I have to deal with work-life social balance, which is even more of a nightmare because my social life is so complicated. And I could rant about this for a million years and go on like 7 different tangents, but I'm gonna try to restrain myself and remember that whatever poor sap is tuning into this VOD is not my therapist. And so instead, we'll get back on track and just... today, for the first time in a while, kind of separated myself from the idea of being on the internet a ton. Like, aside from the stream's a bit of a different category, because being on the stream is me coming on here, playing a single-player video game while a couple people happen to watch. And yeah, we had Leo in here, love him to death, and he was helping and we were chatting. There's a bit of social interaction there, but it's not quite the same as like interacting with an online friend that I have been hanging out with a lot recently. It's a bit of a different category. So, like, I haven't been doing that. I kind of... past few months of my life, honestly, I've had the same habit. Every day I get back from work I sit straight down, I grab some water, maybe some food, depending on how late I was working. And then I get on VR chat pretty much immediately. Hang out with friends, find something to do. And more often than not, I'm spending probably more time than I should just sitting there. Because getting on VR chat became more of a habitual thing for me than actually the stress reliever it was supposed to be. And so instead, today, I got off work and I said, you know what? I'm not going to go straight home. I'm going to stay out for a bit. And so I went out. I did a little bit of shopping. My bank account wasn't happy with me by the end of it, but I got some stuff that I honestly needed, stuff that I was putting off. And I did all that. I got some good food. I came home. I sat down. I talked with my family for a little bit. Then I got onto this stream. And this stream has been great fun, so I chose to do this. I chose to advance this little hobby of mine instead of getting on VR chat again tonight. And it's been a great deal of fun. And then I'm honestly still not sure of whether I will get on VR tonight. I might. If I still got some time after at the end of the day and my friends want to hang out and there's genuinely something for me to do, then yeah, I'll probably get on VR. But otherwise, I think I'll do some organization. I'll clean my bathroom. I'll dye my hair, do my nails, keep up on my hygiene, maybe mess with a new face mask that's been sitting in my pantry for a little while. The point, like, there's just so many things that I could be doing to enrich my life that I just haven't been doing because I've been too focused on trying to use my coping mechanism that I'm familiar with. And this is not to dog on VR chat at all, because I love VR chat. I genuinely think it is a fantastic platform, and I'm not giving it up or anything. I'm not abandoning VR chat, because that is where 90% of my social life is, and as much as I would like to change that, I don't really have much choice in the matter. It's just like I don't have people I care for in this town. But it's still something that should be enjoyed in moderation. There are so many other things I can get up to. I don't have to be spending 8 hours a day sitting around on VR chat instead of engaging in hobbies, instead of drawing like I am now, instead of streaming like I am now, instead of taking care of my hygiene and my beauty products like I do, of enriching my life with the people who aren't online. Because, like, yeah, I don't have a lot of close friends IRL. That's a problem that I'd like to solve and that I can't really. At least I don't think I can. I've got some ideas I'd like to try, some places I'd like to go. I might be able to make that a little bit better soon, but the point is, I like my friends. I like my friends online. I'm not going to leave them. I'm happy with that the way it is. But that doesn't mean there aren't other people that I should be interacting with. I should interact with my family more. I should interact with my community more, even. Maybe participate in a, like, charity thing, or volunteer somewhere. Say hi to some of my old teachers from high school, or say hi to some of the people I know from the local synagogue. It's just, there are so many things I could be doing. I should be doing. I'm trying to do now, even. And, like, I feel like I'm losing the point a little bit again. At the end of the day, I'm trying to get at is I've been trying to make improvements in my life, and I genuinely think that I have been succeeding in that matter. It's making me happy. This day has been going well. I'm hoping it's not just a one-off thing, and that I'm able to keep my mental state at least somewhat stable. I'm starting to find things that help a little bit more. You know, balancing out my dosage on HRT is helping, making sure my hormones stay good. And, of course, focusing on my life a little bit more. Doing things I enjoy. Figuring out balances for all sorts of medications. I've got some anxiety meds I'm starting. I've figured out the best time to enjoy caffeine, because caffeine in the afternoon genuinely does help me, like, relax and wind down so much. But, Yeah, sorry, I'm saying but so much. I'm like, if anyone watching this has seen that one clip from It's How You Met Your Mother, I think. It's just the but. Anywho, I think that's enough talking about myself probably. Is there anything else I'd like to touch on before I end stream? We're getting close to time where I'd like to call it a close, but I can sketch for a little bit longer. I want to do a little hand. That's what I want to do. I want to do a little hand. I love a little hand. Then do the hand of my chimera that you guys see on screen right now. I love her. Bite is her name, I think, if I remember correctly. Me forgetting the names of my own OCs. Yeah, Bite's hand. The great thing about Drawing Bite, and the reason I was obsessed with her, or one of the reasons I was obsessed with her for a good period of time, and I should probably get back into drawing her a little bit more, but she is just, her hand is so easy to draw. Like, I'm not drawing it well. I'm not proving my point right now. I'm screwing up on the fingers. Yeah. I'm hoping, I want to pick this streaming up more. In the past, I did a thing that I did with my stream with I did a thing with my streams that I did with a lot of my hobbies, which is that throughout my life I've had a very bad habit of feeling the need to monetize everything I do. Because for so much of my life I've been so stressed about the idea of money. The idea of, okay, how do I get myself out of this situation? How do I get a little bit of extra cash? How do I get enough to get this thing I want? How do I get enough to move out of my house? How do I get enough to pay for my medication and fix my car without having a anxiety attack about whether the $500 in my checking account is going to get me through the next 2 weeks? And some of that stress is placed for good reason. Some of it is a little irrational. It comes in a mix. But regardless of the rationality, it's a problem I've dealt with for most of my life, is the need to monetize what I'm doing. And that has always made it very difficult to enjoy a lot of my hobbies. It's part of the reason why I get burnt out so much, why I stop drawing for a while, why all of my attempts at streaming end up falling through and I disappear for a few weeks or a few months. It's honestly why I stopped painting my Warhammer figures as much. I just keep getting so... Like, I do a thing. I realize, hey, I'm actually half decent at this thing. It's fun to do. I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy doing it enough and have done it for long enough that I'm at least serviceable at it. Maybe not professional, but enough that you could get, like, amateur commissions. And so then I go down that thought process, and it's like, well, I can get paid for it then. And so I'm like, oh, what if I go talk to some people, and my prices can be this, and I'll be able to do this. If I work this many hours a day, I'll get that much money, and that much money would help me do that. And oh, wouldn't that be awesome? And then I try it. I try it for like a week, and nothing happens, and I try to continue doing work to continue to get myself out there, but then I realize that all of the work I do is overshadowed by this overwhelming feeling of, well, now I've got to make sure it's good quality. Now I have to be good at what I'm doing, or I'm scamming people. So my, self-consciousness, my perfectionism when it comes to my crafts gets a million times worse than it already is. And then that causes me anxiety. And then I continue trying to work through that anxiety, and it burns me out. And I just don't want to have anything to do with the hobby anymore. And so I don't want to touch the hobby, so the commissions fall through because there's nothing actively going on there, and my hobby gets abandoned for a few months while I try to work through that burnout, and I move on to the next thing, and the cycle continues. This happens with my art, this happens with streaming, with video editing, with model painting, with 3D modeling, with Unity work. I've always prided myself in being something of a jack of all trades, which I think partially comes from potentially some undiagnosed ADHD. I want to look into getting that, but it comes from the fact that I love doing new things. I will just be casually existing, and I will hear someone mention one thing and like be cool at it, and I'll be like, wow, that is such a cool thing. I want to do that thing. And so then I do a bit of research. I figure out how to do that thing. I bang my head against a wall for a week or two to try and figure out how to get good at doing that thing. And usually just through trial and error and being obsessed with that thing, I get to a point where I'm at least amateur level because just from experience, just from having done the thing for long enough. And that just happens so frequently with so many different hobbies that I kind of collect them. I collect hobbies. And because of that burnout thing I mentioned, combined with just, not always having time to focus on a hobby if I'm always moving on to another hobby, it means that I rarely stick with something long enough to become, like, particularly skilled at it. Like, I would say accurately describe myself as a jack of all trades, master of none, because I don't have anything that I'm particularly professional in. I don't have anything that I could show you, and anyone who has any kind of knowledge on that subject would look at me and say, wow, she is a master of her craft. I don't have anything that would be like that. But I do have 1,000,001 different skills where I could pull it out of my pocket randomly on any Tuesday with zero prompt, and any onlooker would look at me and be like, wow, I can't do that. And that's a good thing. It's a good skill to have, because it means that, like, I've got a little bit of everything. When things get real tough, when I need something super specialized, then I save up some money and I go to a professional for it. But beyond that, I can do a lot of things myself, just because there are a lot of things that I know how to do, at least somewhat. But it's hard to pick a career based on the fact that, I don't know, I do everything? Like, that's not... How do you go... Where do you go from that? Which is why I try to or part of the reason why I try to, like, get my art up for commission so frequently. Why I try to do that stuff. Because the theory, I guess, is, well, if my skill is being mediocrely skilled in everything, then theoretically, if I just did a little bit of freelance work in everything, I would slowly build up the amount of money I need. Which is a good idea in theory, but then in practice, all the burnout stuff happens because I am putting a price on literally everything I do. Anyway, wow, I got ranty again, like side tangenty as hell. This is what I cannot be trusted to just talk on my own. Not having another person in this chat is a death sentence for me. Because I'll just tangent like that. The point I was getting at with all of that, where I started, is that this time, starting up my streams over the past few days and where I'd like to go moving forward, is to have it as just a hobby. A thing I do for the sake of doing it because it's fun to do. And thus far, I've been having a ton of fun doing it. And it is, I want to say that getting this stream out of the way yesterday that I did, and looking forward to the stream today, is a lot of what got me in such a good mood today, that allowed me to get out of my funk and self-reflect enough that I could be like, hey, I need to switch things up a little bit. Okay. I think, yeah, this is a good time to end stream. I'm getting close to when I've got to get off to go do my, like, my afternoon plans. I'm getting side tangenty. We've been talking for long enough. My voice could honestly probably use a break. I got all 3 little sketches I was messing around with done. So, I'm gonna call it there. It has been a wonderful stream. VOD will be uploaded to YouTube as usual. YouTube channel is linked in my Twitch links as usual. And I hope that I can see everyone here again soon for the next stream. Hope. And I hope everyone who watched today has a wonderful day. This is Renata signing off. Goodbye, everyone.